It began with a single experiment, an engineered protein designed to bond with cosmic particles the way hemoglobin bonds with oxygen. No one expected it to work. Yet, when the test subject removed their helmet outside the space station, they didn't suffocate. They breathed. Human lungs, modified by science, had found a way to draw life from the vacuum. Not air, but raw energy. Ionized dust, solar radiation, trace elements drifting through the cosmos. Space was no longer silent death. It had become breathable. The discovery changed everything overnight. Spacesuits became obsolete. Astronauts floated outside ships with bare skin shimmering faintly, their veins glowing as they absorbed starlight. The human body, once fragile, was suddenly infinite. Colonization exploded. People built floating settlements between worlds, anchored to asteroids or drifting freely through the void. Massive transparent domes, once needed for pressure and air, were replaced by open platforms where humanity lived under the naked stars. Breathing was only the beginning. The new biology adapted further. Lungs evolved into hybrid organs capable of filtering cosmic radiation. Muscles strengthened under zero gravity. Generations born in orbit had silver-tinted eyes that reflected galaxies and skin that pulsed faintly with solar rhythm. Planets became optional. Humanity turned nomadic again, wandering the solar system like ancient sailors crossing a cosmic sea. Each colony developed its own culture, shaped by the star it orbited. People of Mars spoke in low tones to match the thin air. Those of Jupiter's moons glowed faintly from the charged storms. Earth became a legend, a birthplace, not a home. The few who remained called themselves the grounded, caretakers of the origin world. The rest had ascended, calling themselves the skyborn. They saw planets as nests left behind after flight. But adaptation came with cost. Those who breathed space found it harder to return to planets. The thick air of Earth felt heavy, suffocating. Their lungs rejected it. Over time, two species began to form, the earthbound and the cosmic. The divide wasn't war, it was distance. Communication faded as the skyborn drifted farther, chasing starlight and new horizons. They began to speak of the great exhale, the moment humanity had truly breathed as one with the universe. Art and science merged. Humans painted with radiation, sculpted plasma, composed music from solar flares. Space was no longer black emptiness. It was a living ocean of energy, and they were part of its pulse. Yet, in the quiet moments, even among the stars, some still missed the sound of wind through trees, the scent of rain, the feeling of gravity's gentle pull. They dreamed of walking barefoot on soil again, of breathing not energy, but air. And so a few returned, building domes where both kinds could meet. The ones who breathed space and the ones who breathed Earth. There, under twilight skies, they told each other stories of oceans and stars, of beginnings and infinity. The universe had finally opened its lungs to humankind, and humankind at last had learned how to breathe with it.